Oh, hello there. Just thought I'd mention it before the video starts. I do appreciate the support on the FTL videos, and indeed any videos that you guys watch. Really do appreciate it. Please do like the video if you do enjoy these series in general. Just anything I do, I appreciate some feedback on. And if you do want to subscribe to the channel, that would be a Brucey bonus as well. Anyway, I'll get out of your way and get back to the video. Thank you. Welcome back to some more FTL Multiverse with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last time around, we got a fairly rare item. We got a Proto Pre-Igniter. Nowhere near as good as the one we remember from the standard version of FTL. But, alas, still pretty cool. This episode, we're going to go to the one place we can go to. It is the Irgen Republic capital, so let's check it out. Hopefully you have been enjoying the series. Certainly let me know if you have. You may notice a different shirt. This is a separate recording session. I ended up really headachy a couple of times during the last recording session and just couldn't get through to it. So I want to get it done now before I forget what I'm doing. So this is the Leech capital. It is a unique sector. We have President Tia Dio's mansion and, yeah, Tony's Senior's Mega Shopping Centre Deluxe. We haven't been there before, but we know all about Tony. Let's exit hyperspeed. Leech space is hostile both in its inhabitants and its environment, but they're mostly pretty indifferent to us. As you can see, we can try contacting them and he ignores us entirely, so they're either napping or they just don't care. We could attack them, but I'm going to say let's not do that. Let's not antagonize the entire sector first. Some free scrap, we like to see that. So, our merchant friend is here, but if we go to him, we're pretty much committing to the right side of the sector immediately. And we don't have a huge amount of scrap, so we'll loop around a little bit first. Not being able to see where things are is going to be especially stinky on a map that has a couple of unique locations, but we'll do what we can do. Pay the fee to obliterate you and your ship violently. No, we're not going to let the slug just destroy all these leeches because they can. Yeah, no, we're not letting that happen. Okay. You, sir, have what going for you? An okay weapon setup. They don't have hacking, they don't have mind control, they don't even have cloaking, so we should be okay here. Especially with the fact that we can hack ourselves. So let's get that into full motion. We don't need mind control here because they're not going to board us, so we'll just get a bit more evasion, I think. That works for me. And because now we have level 2 hacking, let's just start doing that immediately. It's a big difference, level 1 versus level 2 hacking. And we can start firing off all these weapons immediately. Like that, I think. As for the halberd, you can get in straight away. Go for weapons first. It's only 3 rooms, but I want to make sure that we can do enough to get the weapons offline. We can keep pot-shotting the shields, we should be okay at this point. We just have to watch out for bombs, which I'm just going to try and dodge immediately. Well, we did a lot of missing there. That wasn't so good. We did get another hit on the weapons, though. So the bomb is up, nothing else is. I still don't want to get hit by a bomb, but I think we're probably going to. Come on. Where's it going to hit? Survey says. No, we got away with it. They didn't get... They just about didn't get a chance to fire, so that's excellent. Okay, so we still have a queue, and the leeches are like, hey, we were supposed to kill ourselves now. In a previous run, we took the correct option, in my opinion, you know, said, hey, how about you don't? How about, if it's that bad... okay, he just gets going, I just wanted to know. Just swap places with the slug and allow to charge them for entry. Yeah, we did a terrible thing, we got scrapped for it, though. Oh dear. This is almost certainly a trap, but now that we have mind control, I don't mind getting boarded quite as badly. In previous episodes, which you should watch, people boarding us was not what I love to see. Mantis crew here is hunkered down in the abdomen of a long-dead space whale. Go on, we'll have a look. Federation come to shut us down. Refusal. We wish to shop here? Ah, bad of mine. Then come, we have extensive stock. I'm not going to buy an NG. We already have one. We used to have 2, but shh. Don't talk about that. There's a genuine mantis shop. Who would have seen that coming? Medical bomb, no thank you. Backup battery, maybe? The charge flak is interesting. And then we have the beam that can just shred holes. I don't think that's the way we want to go. So our problem at this point is that the crystal scatter essentially is a flak weapon, really, in all intents and purposes. You can't aim it particularly well, but it takes up 3 power. So does the halberd. Modular laser taking 2 means we are capped for what we can do power-wise. Conservative energy is free, that's why we can make use of it. So if we want to buy a different weapon, we're going to have to sell something, because we can't use them all. But I don't think the flak charger... I mean, it's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, you get to fire 3 shots in 10.5 seconds, that's really good. It does mean you get more fire off per time versus this modulator, but we've put investment in it and it's a lot more accurate, so I don't think it's genuinely much of an improvement. So really, I think our only major gripe will be if a flak 2 comes up, we might put it in for the crystal scatter and that frees up an energy point for power. We're not going to do any of that though, because it's not really moving us in any way forwards. We could buy a mantis, but we're not going to. I can't believe we have 60 missiles and we have nothing to do with them. That's really sad. Just going to buy a couple of fuel just to make sure we don't run out. And I'm going to buy the battery so that there's another system we can potentially hack down the line against the big bad at the end. I do want to go in and install a... Where is it? I'm looking for cloaking. We want shadow weaponry for sure. And we might also, while we're at it, let's go up to do onboard tech. Let's get our defense scrambler. So prevents enemy defensive drones from doing anything. Not critical for right this second right now, but pretty good. Still don't know what anything particularly important is, so I'm going to suggest we kind of just go this way and then we'll do that kind of loop back to the exit. We're going to have more jumps than we think because it's a nebula, so if we do find another beacon we want to go to first, should be perfectly fine. Go on, we'll listen. Cool history lesson. Get to the point. Okay. They appear to be afraid to take action and thus have hired a slave clan to enslave our delegates and ship them off. The Zoltan hang up and we've got a place to go. And it's in a place we're not going to rush to that, but that's fine. Nice to have a quest marker, have something in this incredibly bland-looking sector. Leech transport. So we could demand the surrender of their goods. They're not going to like us doing it. But luckily, leeches don't really have a diplomatic scene, I guess. I thought I was going to get a notoriety debuff. But I guess people just don't care about what the leeches do. So, oh, I feel kind of bad for them. I've helped get them all delived, and now we're doing this to them. They have a pretty scary weapon set. And by pretty scary, I mean absolutely horrendous. So we are going to hack shields, as we do, but we are going to pretty much throw the vast majority of our damage on the weapons, I think. We do want to power it in mind control, though, in case they board us, because it looks like they... Well, they might, but they can't yet, because they don't have super shield bypass, so we don't have to do it straight away. As soon as we see that missile fly, though, we want to hide. We'll do that now. Just try and keep our super shield going as long as we can. Did enough damage, we can do things with our halberd beam. The missile launcher went down, so we don't need to prioritize hitting weapons. I'm just going to hit lots of rooms, I think. By lots of rooms, I mean a whopping total of 3 by the looks of it. I'm going to just hit their I don't want them to crew transfer onto me if we don't have to deal with that. That would be preferable. They're trying to stab their way out of the room. That was a lot of shots. And they are here. So it's a leech. Leech takes power out of a room, which means our modular laser is going to be asleep. But at least we can get some other troops over to deal with that. Get you over. I don't want to move you because you got our shields. Well, shields should be powered up. But I guess we don't have to prioritize that because we've been ionized anyway. There we go. So we'll just take this leech out. That was quick, and because we have a scrap arm, we can get bonus scraps. That was definitely worth it. 100% worth it. Everybody move back, please. So that was nice and easy. I get it. It's a ship that was trying to escape. It's not the scariest thing in the world, but still, a lot of scrap. And we do want some before we get to that merchant, in case he has a really cool piece of equipment to buy. I doubt it, but we'll see. There's a terminal at this beacon advertising a nearby planet with an amphia conversion chamber. A coalition run place that can fast-track leeches. We're just going to ignore it. We can't do anything about it anyway, because we don't have a leech. We've already salvaged. Excellente. Okay. You want to do this jump before going to the merchant? No, I'm going to say let's not. Don't want to run the risk of not getting to the quest marker in time. We will definitely sell you some ammunition. Thank you. That's some great scrap. Oh, they do have some modules. So, we can never remember how this works. So, you get to do, what, one attribute and one status module? We already have an attribute, so we need a status module, which I think are the ones in grey. Okay. So that applies lockdown in the room that we hit, which could be pretty cool. I'm basically surprised about these modular weapons. It's cool that at least we can see them, but... So the Pierce mod breaks through a layer of shields and increases your chance of breach, which is pretty good. The lock mod just locks the room down. Both are good in their own way. I mean, they're both doing the same thing. They're preventing other crew members from dealing with the damage you inflict. I'm not sure which one I prefer. I think the Pierce mod is slightly more versatile. I think the lock mod has slightly better upside, but I think this is more versatile, so we'll go get that. Is that all you have? Yeah, it is, so there's nothing else to buy. But we do want to do that before we forget. Wrong button. We want to go to internal upgrade. Where are you? This is what happens when you don't do a recording in the same mission. Modify modular weapon. There we go. I can read. Install the Pierce module. There we go. Perfect. That's nice. So this weapon now, our modular laser has had 2 upgrades. So we have the ability to break through a shield layer and increase our breach odds. And we just have more accuracy in general. This is a pretty good weapon now. I threw a lot of shade at the modular weapons. Maybe I should have been a little bit more polite. Because it's not bad now. It was pretty bad to start. Coalition market. They're not going to trade with us unless we find some way of convincing them. With our crew list, I highly doubt we're going to have any way of convincing them to trade with us, so we're just going to attack them. Power up our weapon would probably be pretty good. They have mind control, cloaking, and they're going to crew teleport. Wow, they've got the whole shabam. Well, we'll let them cloak, not much we can do about it. And we'll play the waiting game of when will you break down our super shields? Whenever you're ready. Flak and a missile. Gross. Get on that shield immediately, please. And we want to dodge all of that. Thank you kindly. Just block the whole lot. So we want to do quite a lot on the shields, please. And we'll have our crystal scatter go for the weapons. Then we'll just see what we can do with our halberd when it's charged. We didn't get a great roll, so I'm going to just wait instead. Oh, don't do that. No, 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 no. Mind control your back, please. Preemptively do that just in case they start boarding areas we don't want them to board. Something like that will do. Yeah, we can hear all the oxygen leaving, but it's okay. It's not a breach, which is the important thing. We're just doing it to ourselves. Where have they gone? They are in the hacking room. So they should start. Make sure all these doors are open. Do that. Do that. No, do that. It's fine. They should start losing oxygen there pretty quickly. In fact, I'm going to help expedite that. Didn't quite dodge that in time, but it's fine. Okie dokie, let's turn off your cloaking, please. No, that's good. Okay, now they left. Close that up, that's fine. Turn your oxygen back on. And they're toast. Excellent. Oh, we still got people here. Where are they? They are in oxygen. Do that then. You're going to just distract them for a moment. Oh, we hardly have any health. We're not going to bother distracting. Just take them out. Meanwhile, Mr. NG, do you want to go repair our sensors for me, please? That would be most droll of you. Should be super quick. I only have one layer of sensors. I should probably upgrade those. Especially if we have mind control. It feels like we're wasting the offensive capacity of it, but it's fine. Okie dokie. So it wasn't really a store for us. I mean, it could have been, but no. Let's go up to the quest marker. We're nearly there. Okay, small Republic colony is sending out distress signal. Something awful is happening. People are going to sleep and just not waking up. Even the clone bay doesn't fix it. But we do have medical crew, so let's treat the illness. Your medic goes down to the colony and begins to check on the patients. After running a few tests, the medic determines that their food source is contaminated. Oh, like that time I got food poisoning from a pizza place I won't name. It was bad. Sick for like 3 full days. Could barely get out of bed. While this alone wasn't enough, they then contracted a leech illness that caused them to fall asleep with no hope of recovering. Your medic begins to feed the patient some vitamins, and that begins to rouse them, though they still take a bit to wake up. We just talked about how we didn't buy the flak charger. Well, I guess we'll just get one for free then. How do I feel about it now? I don't know how I feel about that. I guess what would have to happen... Yeah, we still wouldn't have a way of running this unless we took our modular laser out, which I think it's about the same effectiveness as at this point. Just because of all of our upgrades to the modular device. So there's Tony's store under distress. So no, we're going to go to the quest, then we can loop around to Tony's. Okay. Progress, we are making it. The bright red hull of an unusual rock vessel approaches. This is no ordinary Inquisition vessel, but rather a paladin. Rarely seen outside of the Numa 5 system, so this can't be good. Let's see what it will do. To your surprise, the ship merely hails instead of opening fire. I'm Inquisitor Gora. Don't tell me your name, I don't care. I have a proposition for you. I know we're not friends, thankfully. Yeah, screw you, buddy. But I believe we could strike a mutually beneficial arrangement. Go on. He's been sent here to handle the situation with General Alcram. He doesn't care. In return, you may take any weaponry in the cache that you can alongside the blueprints of the cruiser. You got me a cruiser blueprint, sure. Okay, where is it? Okay, that's fine. So we know what our path is, so we'll definitely go into quest and then going down. How many jumps do we get? So we would get 1, 2, 3 safely. Yeah, so we'll be doing... That'd be safe, that'd be safe, that'd be safe, and then that's the last one we can do safe. Okay, perfect, so we've timed this right. Hopefully. The famous last words. As warned, a band of Tikaka pirates have taken up control of the embassy and are rounding up Zoltan officials. I mean, we could buy one, but that feels about wrong. Let's just, we could threaten them, but let's intervene. We can't hack them off the get-go. They can't board us off the get-go, so... do some major evasion off the start, and we're not going to do any waiting. We're just going to hit them as hard as they can, I guess, with all of our normal weaponry. And then we'll just see what we do from there. I won't fire my halberd straight away, because that takes forever to charge up. They have an energy weapon, and they don't want to get hit by that, because that'll break our shield. Well, it hit us anyway, but... okay, the halberd can attack straight away. We took out their oxygen, which is very nice. If I want to hit the clone bay as well, I can't do that and the weapons without doing this first, I guess. Okay, that'll do. Okay, so we're in good position. I don't think we need to do any hacking here. We are going to probably get hit by that missile, which sucks. Even though we have 37% dodge. Luckily, we still have a super shield. Ooh, and you missed anyway. You'll love to see it. No one likes Zoltans anyway. Let us go and you can have one for free. I mean, we do need an 8th crew member. I guess that's fine then. Okay. You're good at weapons, he said, right? I mean, let's get you in there. That gives us an extra reactor power. I imagine we're probably going to get a special member of crew at some point, and we're going to have a really tricky decision. Because you'd think by default, oh, you're just going to get rid of your human if you get another character. But they're reasonably good in combat now, and they're an excellent pilot. And we don't have a very good pilot otherwise. So, I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, Distress and Vampweed Store. I mean, we don't care about the Vampweed Store. They're going to attack us for sure. But we're going to ignore them and go for the cash. The scenery in front of you forces you to double-check the coordinates. But this is definitely the right place. It looks very smoggy in the background. Kind of gives maybe Beijing vibes from what foreigners are told. So much for a simple cache. This is an entire base of operations. Sculpted from what was once an abandoned mining colony, the revolutionaries have set up several large warehouses below. Well, we're going to have to attack them. What are we looking at here? 4 layers of shields, we've got mind control, we've got boarding, we don't have hacking, but we do have a variety bag of weapons. Okay. Well, we definitely want to do hacking then. So let's do that straight away. We don't have drone control, so we don't have to worry about them defending against it. And we're going to do our standard fare. 2 weapons on the shields, a bigger one on the weapons, and see where we get. Not bad. Okay. How many rooms can I hit with this layout? A few. I probably want to make their dodge terrible. So let's do that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so they have terrible dodge. They have only very limited mind control, but they have used it regardless, which we do not want them to do. Thank you. Stop shooting him. It's fine. We are probably going to get hit by that missile, though, unless we do the whoopsie-daisy maneuver. Don't fire the halberd, please. Just so we had 2 layers of shields to contend with, we're going to have to play the waiting game. You'll heal if I don't do anything, so we're going to bring a Rockman in here, and we're going to bring the medic over as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have our Zoltan Dustbringer explode, and then have our medic heal. Not that it's going to matter, because we're about to be completely toast. I mean, it doesn't matter where we aim, just do that, it's fine. Okay, countdown. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, the prototype vessel's been defeated. This will probably set back the revolutionaries for better or for worse. We unlocked another ship, yay! You begin to reach out to Gora, but he's already arrived moments after the ship was defeated. Excellent job, Captain. As promised, the blueprints are yours. You have 3 minutes until we destroy everything in this place, so whatever it is you want, you should probably grab it. We don't need a survivor, we're already full. I'm going to grab a weapon and see what we get. What is it with this beam? We're not going to be using that, but, I mean, it's better than not getting a beam, I guess. Okay, he won't explode. Please heal. And now these guys are in a terrible place. Oh, we should probably heal the Dustbringer, right? Let's get the cloning bay back on. Would probably help if he's back alive. I'm just going to throw it out there. Okay, let's get you back into places. We could, if we really wanted to micro it, heal these guys up and wait for an eternity, but I'm going to say no thanks, Skip. We have so much money. I'm going to say now is probably the time to do this. Can't afford 2 levels, but it's fine. Yeah, we need 1 more. There we go. We can run this for now. Okie dokie. And then let's go to the other store. We don't have any money for this other store, but I feel like, well, not chicken tonight, but we should be careful. We'll approach it. We'll keep going. Now, there's no real point in us saving Tony on this occasion because we don't have anywhere to put him, and as a crew member goes, he's pretty lacking. Do we have a way of just being like, can you give us some stuff and leave you alone? I want the scrap. And it gives us an idea of... This will prepare us for the end of the game. Do we think we have a ship that's strong enough to... If we can handle this, the end game ship should be at least somewhat within our grasp. We shall see. What we should definitely do immediately, though, is that, because we want some evasion, please. Weird that, despite wanting a ship with multiple Zoltan, I still want more reactor power, but that's the kind of game it's been. Yeah, their Vulcan is the terrifying element, because they'll just start absolutely mauling our shields. But it helps if they miss. That's certainly helpful. We want to dodge this stuff, so let's do that now. Thank you very much. Because we want to make sure they can't get their Vulcan really into motion. We don't want all of that coming our way. To the point where on this side, I think we're going to go more towards attacking the weaponry than we normally would. So far, they're not hit us with anything, which is mucho importante. And we can hit them again, too, in their cloaking as well. Perfect, so they shouldn't be... They can still cloak, but they can't cloak for as long. And most of their weapons aren't on board either, which is fantastic. But we still hit twice when they had their cloaking up, so that is very good. We got pretty lucky there. Wow, that ship didn't stand a chance. Energy stun, meh. Good scrap. We've already spoken to Tony before. We don't need him, so I feel like given we've already been the bad guy and we've taken money from leeches to help off them, we're going to do that to him too. Sorry, you agreed to shoot Tony and he thanks you. Before you follow through, he orders the remaining staff to give you a reward before he closes his eyes. It's pretty messed up, but at least this is what he wanted. You get 5 fuel for doing that. Sorry, Tony. Rest in spaghettis, never forgetty. It would have been nice to use your store, though, because now I have 3 weapons I don't need. I can't believe we ended up the CRE beam again. This might be the best beam ever, and I'm just completely sleeping on it, but I just don't see it. Like, I really don't see it. The beam is shorter than the halberd. Yes, it takes 1 less power and gets stronger, but it's not like its charge time is fantastic. It's still 13 seconds. It's not quick. I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, maybe for the final. I mean, if we did take that on, we could then really kind of flip out our conservative energy, but I don't see it. I don't see it as a great improvement, so I'm going to say no dice. Maybe somebody in the comments will tell me, you know, you're being dumb. I'll listen. But I just don't see it. Don't see it. So, what's going on with this ship? It's got 5 layers of shields and not a lot else. We're definitely going to have to hack those shields. Not critically worried about the weapons here, though, on this occasion. We're going to cloak just because we can, generally. Yeah, hit those rooms. That's not a great offer, so no. Come on, whenever you're ready there. There you go, now you're toast. Yeah, this ship wasn't very strong. We could have beaten it without hacking it, but it just would have taken longer. So, next sector, and it's the final one. We're at node 17. How do we stack up? I think we're okay. Yeah, lots of talk. What do we want? So, we don't need crew. We don't need ammo and drone parts. 8 should be fine. We'll probably find a couple anyway. We don't need repairs, so I guess we're going fuel and sector map. And we'll do our typical salvage. I don't need to pray. Oh, but raiding came up hopeless anyway. So, our base is right at the top of the screen. He's going to break one of our repair sectors immediately, and then he's going to come up here. So we can We can go to the repair sector just because it'll be free scrap. We can then go up to the merchant and then the judges. I don't know what we're going to give the judges. I don't really remember what we have that's super exciting. I mean, we have a Dustbringer. Would you want that for warfare? I'm not sure. Okay, cool. We got enough supplies now to sink a ship. Speaking of which, we want to do anything with said supplies. I think we do level 3 hacking. We get 1 reactor power as a result. We're down to 80. I'm going to say no for anything else until we get to the merchant. It's going to be a ship in either direction, so that's fine. 57 missiles is still crazy. Okie dokie. It's a guard and a rebel drop-off point. 5 layers of shields. 3 weapons, but none of them look terrifying. They do have that special artillery 4th weapon that we have to be careful of. They don't have drones, they don't hack. I think we can do this. So what we'd want to do is get a 3rd point in hacking. Do that straight away. There's their human soldier. They might have some MFK aces in here too, but there's a lot of good staff. So, game plan for this one, I think we do want to do crystals on the weapon. And everything else can go towards shields, I think. Yeah, that's a lot of paddling. Look at that. There's a lot of misses, though. We can't reach both, eh? We could aim for their artillery weapon. Can I hit that and the steering at the same time? Surely I can. There we go. Okay, that'll at least slow their artillery down. Because that will hurt if it hits us. Gonna do that now so it can't charge because it can't see us. There we go, perfect. That went really well. No complaints there. Raid the drop-off point and we got another weapon. We've got Ares heavy missiles. I mean, it would use up our 61 missiles that we have, but again, I don't think these are very good either. I mean, it does do double damage on systemless rooms, so you could do, what, 8 damage on 1 tile, which is pretty gross, but I don't think that's the vibe, and it needs 3 power as well, so that's probably not happening. Only one of you just took 1 power. We could possibly rejig everything, but I don't think we can. I think this is still the kind of motley crew of weapons we're going to have to run with. Okay, well, merchant, can I sell half of this crap to you, please? Oh, you're going to give us a weapon anyway that we just had to sell because we had no space for it. Chain anti-hull might have been slightly more interesting than what we have already, but it's fine. What do you have? Missile launchers. I mean, the Pegasus is not a bad missile launcher. It only takes 1 power. I don't hate this as a concept, but I don't think it's the way we're going to go. My only concern is that I don't know if... Do defensive drone... I mean, I don't think this will matter because we have the ion scrambler anyway, but in case we didn't, does the crystal scatter weapon count as something that defense drones shoot like an asteroid? I don't really know. Chain anti-hull is still there. So it just gets quicker and quicker. It only takes 1 power. Still don't think that's that good. It fires twice. It would get down to 6 seconds. That'd be 3 seconds on average, which is about the same as the flak charge. It's not much different. Well, anyway, we don't need that for sure. You can sell that one. I don't think the Ares launcher is the way of the future, and I still don't think this beam's correct. I don't get it. I mean, if we were to do that, just for the final boss, I mean, the compounding power would be somewhat useful. This would free up 1 power slot. If we were to then convert the conservative energy into... We could do that, for example. That would probably be an advantage. But this beam's really short, so I'm probably not going to be able to get... Would I be able to hit the missile attack and the shields at the same time? I think so, but I think it'll be close. Okay. Well, we'll commit to using this beam that the game just absolutely insists on us using. So we'll try this combination of weapons, and we'll leave it this way because I don't want the if any weapon's going to go down, I want it to be the modular laser, which means we should sell this and this so I don't have any temptation. I'm going to leave this just in case because it's going to sell for peanuts. Do I want a missile launcher? If I'm going to, it's going to be the Pegasus. Is it better than the anti-hull? Probably not, given we have a beam. Okay, we'll leave it as is then. But yeah, I'm going to keep the conserved energy because you can only sell it for trivial amounts. And we have more scrap that we can shake a stick at this point. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with this. So, we now have stupid money. What do we want to do? So, get a redundant level of sensors. Get a redundant level of oxygen. We don't need higher level mind control, really. But I guess we might as well get a redundant level of it. So if we do this, we have a pretty upgraded ship. Yeah, do that. So, well, would we need anything else? So let's pretend we're facing the flagship. It would look, what, something like that, and then we just turn our cloning bay on when we needed it. Okay, I like this. I like the cut of this jib. Is there anything we would want to do then with an onboard lab? I don't think I've even shown this since we've played this Multiverse Mod, so let's go take a look. It doesn't cost us a ton. So the onboard lab, you can upgrade it again, but we're not going to. We have 4 types of crew members: humans, NG, Zoltans, and Rockman. You can do certain pieces with them. So humans, for example, if we click on them, they have a primary option and a secondary option. Some of them you might not be able to do without an upgraded lab. But as an example, if we have diversification with humans, they're quicker, they do more damage, they repair quicker, and they have more health. There's no downside to that whatsoever. A lot of them do have downsides. So if we go in again, for example, onboard lab, NG, and we do combat systems, for example. Combat damage is increased, max increased. Oh, that one's a poll positive. I picked a terrible example. There's a lot in here that are not. Some of them are just net positives. I know there are negatives in here. I'm just clicking all the wrong ones. Although I've seen this one, Spiritual Abandonment, before. Yeah, interesting. So that can make your monks fight, but only at half damage. Interesting. I didn't even know we could have that as an option. Not that we have any monks, but still. There's a lot of options we can have, as you can see. Combat systems is one with a double edge. So for NGs, if you install this, they get more combat damage, more health, but they're slower at repairing. It makes them just slightly better humans if you do that. But speaking of humans, I do want diversification. More health on our medic is very helpful. So we want to do that for sure. You can make it with overclocking that your Zoltans have double the power output, but they lose 40% more health. That's really dangerous. And I don't like doing it because it means they are practically useless in combat on ships. So we're not killing for power, so I'm not going to do it. But at least got to show that. Judges, what are we going to give you? I have no idea. Oh, we unlocked a achievement. Okay, cool. I don't know what we're going to present. So we have... what? I'm going to say we don't go to diplomacy because we have murdered a lot of leeches voluntarily. So if we go to the Judge of Tech, we can just show him the fact that we have a really upgraded ship, I guess. So we're going to present to him anything that's maxed out. And I'm going to show him, because probably the one that's most relevant is probably the Clone Bay, because most people don't get there. They'll be like, Clone Bay, a last resort for when things go wrong. The Immortality Machine, such care for your crew is impressive. For your care, your preparation, I provide grant of cloning. Save it for the future. Your cluster is beautiful. That is what I think. This is uncertain. Wakeson, skeptical, but Corby knows best. Vocal processor malfunctioning, but optical processor running at 100%. So much technology, so much wonder. Visit me again. I want to see more. More! I wish people were that excited about technology normally. That's not going to be useful for us right now, but it's cool that that will be helpful in the future run, assuming I don't poop the bed. We're going to beat the flagship to our base. Neat. And as a result, we get things for free. One of the few remaining soldiers. Yeah, ship patches up your hull and gives you a few supplies. We don't have anything to do, so we're just going to wait in place. I think we're good. We have the scrap, so I'm just going to get the next level of doors. Just make it harder for them if they hit borders, because they will at some point. And then we just wait, and they're going to come and interrupt our very pleasant time. They sure are. So, yes, first phase, it is the boarding phase. Probably the phase we're going to be pretty weak to. But we're not too bad. It's the MFK aces are really the scary thing. So human engineers are not that good in combat. They're just not very weak to fire. Whereas the aces are pretty scary. Double damage in crew combat is gross. So, first thing, we're going to go and hack the shields. We know the drill there. They have mind control, so we are going to dial our mind control back. Because we only need level 1 on it. And yeah, they can't board us straight away, which is excellent. Thank you, Super Shield. The Zoltan shield is just fantastic. But they are going to man their weapon systems as a result, which means they'll fire at us quicker. So it's not all good news. So the charged anti-hull laser, yes, is not going to attack an empty room yet, but we can definitely get it moving straight away. Because we want to get as much going as possible. And as soon as the Suyari beam can fire, like that, we want to get that on the artillery. We can hit them. Okay, excellent. We should probably aim for their med bay next time. We don't want to kill all the crew. If we kill them all, then we've seen before, the bot starts doing its bot things, which we don't want. Okay, who did they mind control? They mind controlled our pilot, which is a smart decision, but ultimately a fruitless one. They are going to come into our clone bay with one dude. That's a poor decision. Okay, so Yari Beam, you can now do this. They did hit us, which is rude, but in a room that's not relevant. We only have 2 levels of shield, so I'm just going to dodge that, I think. And yeah, they are in all kinds of problems now. So, modular laser, I'm going to have you go after that. We'll still have the anti-hull go after... Fantastic. Oh yeah, they have just got wrecked something fierce very quickly. Okay, perfect. Well, that went pretty well. We took a tiny amount of damage. We got 1 breach, and we took 2 damage in our mind control. So, not a big deal. I don't really want to fight this man, but I think it'll be fine. Go in here, you go repair. You can come in here as well, because you're going to be the explodey boy. And this is going to open. And you are going to go and repair this. And you are going to go repair this. And you are going to go repair this. Rockman, do you want to go over there? Help the Dustbringer. There we go. Problem solved. Okay. Perfect. You can probably go and help him repair that would be my suggestion. Okay, so first phase is done. That went perfectly fine. Yes, our Dustbringer technically died, but we did it ourselves, so it's not a big deal. And our level 3 clone bay means we're going to heal tons and tons without having to wait for our medic, which is excellent. Alright, so step 1 down with almost no damage. We can finally use our mind control in a properly useful way. Step 2. Hacking phase. So we can't hack them straight away. We're going to have to play the waiting game just a smidge. Do that. Thank you. Get that power back on. But now, at the very least, we can do some mind control shenanigans. I'm going to leave that in there so I don't forget. Drones I'm not enamored with because they'll just start melting through our super shield really quickly, but it could be a lot worse. The good news is we can mind control a unit that's going to do a ton of damage. So we're going to mind control their MFK ace. Because we don't want to deal with that. But we do have to wait for our crystal scatter to fire before we can get our hacking. We should be able to do it safely with the ion scrambler, but I'm just going to do that as a precaution. And we can get our Suyari off straight away. And it only did 1 damage, but it's still better than doing no damage. And we can do this and start hacking immediately. They're hacking our cloaking, which is a little bit annoying. And their boarding drones have come in some pretty frustrating places too. I don't really want to move you, because I want the power. You can stall the boarding drone for a bit. Okay, we want to do that straight away, because the hacking has finally stopped, and we'll be able to dodge the missiles, and hopefully, most of the drone pain too. Yeah, you can see that boarding drone is trying to escape now. We might have wanted to get slug repair gel for our ship, but I don't think it's going to be too critically important. We're just going to do this and help spread the oxygen out a bit from these breaches. Do something like that. Because the boarding drone's going to plow through them all anyway, right? Okay, don't auto... no, you can fire automatically right now. That's perfectly fine. Can I hit all 3 of these? I can. Excellent. Yeah, they're in a terrible place right now. They're in a real bad place. Yeah, I know. It's okay. If you pass away, as you just did, it's perfectly fine. What are you... Oh, you're repairing the breach. Yeah, yeah. It's fine. If you bite the dust too, we'll repair you real quick. Oh, broke you! Perfect timing. I guess you might as well heal yourself. And yeah, you lost a little bit of skill in combat, but it's fine. Yeah, so that went really well too. So far, so mucho bueno. Close all these doors. There you go. I might as well power on some more oxygen temporarily, I guess. And go back to base. This is going pretty well so far. We haven't had to deal with super weapon yet, though. So, this is where our Suyari is going to struggle the most. It doesn't do a good job at breaking super shields. It only does 1 damage. But what can you do? So, they still have a few crew members, so we don't have to worry about accidentally blowing them all up, so that's good. We can't hack them straight away, because they themselves have their super shield. We also can't mind control them, but we'll have to just do our waiting thing. Do I want to dodge those straight away? I probably do, because then by the time the super weapon fires, we'll still have super shield, to at least a degree. Wow, the accuracy on that was pretty limited. I still can't fire off hacking yet. Okay, we can mind control them at least, so let's... Oh, nope, they still haven't broken. There we go. Oh, no, there we go. I was going to say there we go, but no, they just broke our stuff instead. A little bit of damage, nothing super terrible. Go repair that. The mind control being down 1 level is absolutely fine. Okay, that could have been a heck of a lot worse. You should go repair the breach with the Rockman, though. You can now come in to ruin the shield stay. Might as well mind control the pilot. There we go. I was going to say, increase our accuracy against them, so we certainly will. We need to get our weapon back online. He's just shot me, so that's very rude. We have extra reactor power, just get in there. Where's that bomb? It missed. Okay. That's fine. The Suyari beam can do wonders right now. They did just hit our piloting, which sucks, so our evasion's not going to be great, but it should be okay. You'd think, and then it caught fire. Rockman, go deal with the fire. Go deal with the breach. It was a really annoying time for that to happen, but that is what it is. Weapons can now go back online. You go on shields. So we're taking some damage, but they're also taking a lot of damage. Come on. Get some more oxygen pumping out while we're waiting. Where's the bomb? I'm blind. Where is it? Okay, it was missed. That's why I didn't see it. Get that shield back down. Keep mind controlling the person in the med bay. Dodge everything, please. There we go. Okay, so that wasn't totally clean. They did do a lot of damage each way, but it's fine. We're safe. And with Declan, Maria, Shelton, Lama, Zas, Justin, Grozoli, and Will, we did it. Vanilla Zoltan Cruiser A. Oh, we unlocked a lot of ships. Cool. Let's go take a look. What was the score? 5162. Third best one I've ever had, so that's cool. Can't complain with that. No special records. We did unlock some achievements, though, didn't we? Okay, so we received the mysterious beacon. We showed a fully upgraded clone-based system to Corby. No skills are lost from cloning. That's a cool feature to have. We like to see that. Alright, let's go take a look. Let's go back to the hangar and just have a quick look at what we got. I don't have this memorized, so hopefully I don't forget what we unlocked here. So I think we definitely unlocked this ship. So we unlocked the Dustbringer Cruiser. A Dustbringer warship responsible for taking the lives of many. Now it's in your hands, and no doubt it's going to take many more. It has. So you have to do crew teleportation. It starts with a clone bay. Interesting. Average amount of reactor power. We start with 2 Dustbringer devotees, and then just a standard Zoltan. Recycler bomb. Okay, so it has a longer cooldown but doesn't need ammo. That's okay, I guess. Self-sufficient. Really, really slow. Energy 2, I'm not feeling that one massively, but we'll see. Okay, so that's one ship we unlocked. I think we unlocked the Guild Cruiser either this time or the time prior. Members of the Exotic Hunters Guild take pride in their hobbies of murdering other people and displaying their corpses as trophies. What a weird-shaped ship. The actual layout looks fine, but the ship, the outside area, that's really strange looking. That looks really weird. Starts with 7 reactor power and a slug ranger, which is pretty good. But only a missile weapon. Ugh. And why do you have a crew teleporter? Okay. I'm not averse to crew teleporters, I just think a lot of ships don't need them. And I don't love the play style of boarding every ship. Revolutionary Cruiser, you think you're new for me? This ship's the hallmark of Alcram's revolution. It's a powerful boarding ship. Another boarding ship, really? But the layout does not take the urgent medical needs of non-regenerative crew into mind. Okay, so you start with leeches because they can heal by themselves. Vampweeds cannot. But you don't start... No, you do start with a med bay. So it's not as if you don't start with any medical system at all. Some ships you do. At least this crew teleporter is a 4-person room. But I'm not loving the layout of this ship. This would be very bad for Rockmen. Okay. And then you start with a bomb and a missile. Ugh. 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 It's okay. I think I had that spectral one before. Yeah, this is, well, new too. The vanilla Zoltan Cruiser. So this is exactly as it would have been from FTL. 3 Zoltan, the halberd and the Leto. Okay. So it's pretty much a carbon copy of what we did before. Okay. Did we unlock anything else? There's a lot of ships, my word. We did unlock this, so the Ministry Cruiser. The Zoltan Cruiser does not come with any form of shields, but rather 2 specialized overcharger drones. Interesting. So we have no shield system, but we have 2 drones that can create super shield on top. No, not on top of our... I was about to say, that'd be really cool in conjunction with a Zoltan shield, but you don't start with a Zoltan shield with this ship. Ah. Very interesting. You start with, yeah, level 3 drone control. Okay. I would have thought they would have made this guard drone like a customized 1 power, because you can't play all these at the same time. Chain burst is okay. It could be a lot worse from a starting weapon perspective, but that's very interesting. Did we unlock any other ships this time around? I think that might be all of them, but let's just go through them just in case. Nope, I was wrong. Good job I checked. So yeah, another version of the Ministry Cruiser. This cruiser is capable of crippling enemy reactors, but as a result has virtually no reactor of its own and must rely on Zoltan crew and conservative weapons. So there's a very similar ship to this. It's black in base FTL. That has just a pathetic amount of reactor. One reactor point. I bet it costs more to start. But you do get a Zoltan Peacekeeper, which is pretty good in combat, although they have a pathetic amount of health. And yes, 3 weapons that require no power. Okay. Sure, why not? That's a weird old ship. At least it has a Zoltan shield and a regular layer of shields, though. Okay. I like the colour scheme on it. It looks a little bit like the new tailor-made drivers. The QI-35. Not that I'll be buying one, but alas. Cool. Maybe we'll look at a different ship next time around. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. And liking the video and commenting just makes these videos get shown to more people. I'd appreciate that. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.